Bello! And good morning and happy Super Bowl Sunday. Today, the bed is actually finished. So we're going to take the bed from the garage up to our spare bedroom. So then we'll show you that all put together. Then we have a washer that we got with the house and we absolutely hate it. So what we're going to do is take that one out. I'm going to have a neighbor come over and help me get it down from upstairs. And then once I get that down, I'm going to hook up our old one that we had from a different house that we had. So we're going to put that one in there. They're going to mismatch because we had a black set, but the dryer of that set was actually gas. This house is not on gas. So we're going to keep the old, or like the new dryer that we got with the house. It's not our favorite. It's a Whirlpool. We have a GE washer that we're going to replace the Whirlpool washer with. So take that one out, replace it with the GE washer, keep the dryer. Unfortunately, we don't really love the Whirlpool. We don't really like it because we feel like our clothes don't really get cleaned that well. So that's why we're replacing it. Hopefully our GE works better than the Whirlpool. And then we are going to run up to Home Depot because I know Erica wants me to start on the dresser since the bed's done. And I'm happy to start on the dresser. I'm really excited to try a new skill out, building a dresser. And then also I have the end table that I know I've mentioned before that I want to get completed as well. And then in between there, we're going to take a break and run up to Disney Springs because Erica has a craving for what's called Mission to Space Latte. It's a kind of s'mores latte that Joffrey makes. So we're going to run up there, get that, and I'm happy to kind of take a break and be able to do some fun stuff on the weekend. That's what we have planned for today, so let's go get started. Here's a look at our laundry room. It's really tight space, so like when I close this door, there's really no space between the washer and dryer. So it's going to be tight workings in here for me for a little bit. So here is the Whirlpool washer that we have. Don't really love it. So ultimately I've already turned the water off back here. I'm going to scoot it out, unhook the water hose, unhook the drain hose from this one, and then I'll be able to hopefully scoot this one out before my neighbor comes over. I'm going to scoot it out and then take it over to the stairwell to be able to carry it down with him. So then it's quick and easy. I already got the other one up here because I just pushed it up the steps. So the other one's already up here. Hopefully I can get this one out, get the other one in here. So then all he has to do is help me carry it down the steps. I have the washer pulled out. It's taken me some time just because I was trying to take the door off. That didn't really work out in my favor. But what I did was I taped down the lid, unplugged it, taped down the extension cord, or the power cord, not extension cord. And then back here, I marked the hot water hose with an H on both sides, the cold water hose with a C on both sides. It took me some time because down here, sorry, this is how disgusting new build home builders leave the back of washing areas. As you can see, there's still plaster all over this plug for the dryer. But they actually tied in the overflow to a drain, so I didn't realize that. So when I was trying to pull this out, I was pulling on that. So I'm going to double check to make sure I didn't do any damage there. And then now what I'm going to do is unhook the hot water and cold water hoses here, and then I'll try to get to the drain hose. This is the one that's going to have the most leakage out, but luckily I have this drain pan to catch it all, so we should be good there.
Poor guy's cleaning up all the water. And it is out.
They always put these in like the worst spot.
They
like
do.
Everybody wants these on like the second floor, but it's like they make the room so freaking small.
Yeah, there's no maneuverability.
Luckily the nice part is that I didn't have to take the door off to get it out. So when I come to put the new one in, I just have to back it in, maneuver it in there, and then
yep.
They didn't even paint the baseboard like they like,
that's what you get with new build quality.
This is like this is what you get. Like, look, they didn't even take the pan is still in here.
Wow.
Like,
yeah, we'll get this all cleaned up.
The hell is that? Like a leak? Like it's a piece of cardboard.
No, they're just lazy and don't care. They're in hurries.
Showering? Like, my gosh, this is like, and then look, drywall plaster.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, craziness.
I like how caked on that is back there.
Yeah. Luckily I can
Like
get
they oversprayed.
Luckily I can get the shop back in here.
They did that in a lot of places though.
Hey, I found Unstoppables.
Oh, would you look at that?
Alright. Well, it's lunchtime. Yesterday we decided to stop by California Pizza Kitchen because they were running their Valentine's Day deal, which is 2 pizzas, an appetizer. Well, actually it's not 2 pizzas. It's like pick 2 main on-course or main trays. I think there's like 2 salads, 2 pizzas, 2 pastas that you can choose from. Then choose an appetizer, which we chose the buffalo cauliflower. Already finished that. And then you got to choose a dessert, and we did the butter cake, which we finished that. So now we just have the pizza left over and then the bread, and that's what's going to be for lunch today.
We have our room vacuumed and we are bringing the bed up.
One A, 1B, so 4B. Oops. This is why you mark your pieces. One side. The hand makes the best hammer.
Mallet.
Is that big enough for a bed?
A twin bed.
Oops. Oop. Did you hit your hole?
I don't know, I gotta find my hole.
I'm in mine.
I'm in mine.
Push.
Oh. I could do that.
You just gotta back it out a little bit.
I will.
Here's yours. Oop. I have the wrench if you need it too. Get it?
Yep.
Now I got a a little bit of that Dole Whip in them.
Alright, we have our bed frame in place against the wall. Jack's headed down to get the slats now. If I didn't mention this already, the reason why I'm having it hug the wall on two sides is because we don't have like guests that often that I want it to look more like a day bed or a couch. I know it looks better usually when it's a twin bed instead of a full bed when you do like a day bed couch. But I'm gonna do it with the full bed because that's what his parents bought for us. So that's why I wanted to hug two walls, because eventually, and I don't have the pillows yet, but eventually like I'm gonna put pillows along. That way it looks like a couch and it can just be like a hangout spot for Jack and I and the baby if we ever want to be in this room. But then it's obviously a bed when we have a lot of family here at once.
There we go.
Yippee! Here we are. Like I mentioned, I don't have the pillows I want yet, but this is like the look that I'm going for, is more of like a day bed. So once I get like the proper pillows, there'll be pillows lined all around. That way it looks more like a couch that you can hang out on. But we have a bed. And we are headed to the Polynesian Village Resort.
We got our coffee, and then Erica was like, I'd rather get a Dole Whip instead of two coffees. So we decided to leave Disney Springs and come get a Dole Whip.
Yep. I heard there was a new flavor that's like raspberry, and we've never had that one before. So I want to see if they actually have it.
Okay.
And it got us out of the house since he's worked so hard on the bed, and get a little treat today.
Yep. Let's go get some.
We just usually park at the TTC because we have annual passes. And most of the time at the resorts, you have to be a resort guest or have a reservation for a restaurant. Sometimes they'll be nice if you say you just want to like stop in to like get the ice cream or Dole Whip. But if they're really busy, they don't let you park without being a resort guest. So we just park over here and make the short walk-in. Well, short to us, but most people would call it a trek.
We took the tram over this time.
Yeah, we did take the tram once we parked, just so I have like some resting in, but it's a pretty walk-in, so I don't mind walking.
And it's like perfect outside today.
Yeah, it was like high of 80
82.
today. 80 or 82. It's been such a nice day.
Let's see, what is it right now? It is 78 degrees out right now.
78 out.
And humidity is 64%. That's about as good as you're going to get here in Florida.
At least right now.
Anything below 70% humidity,
It's cold.
perfection. Yeah, by the time that sun goes down here in like 5 minutes, it's going to be freezing.
Yeah.
To us, at least.
We really like that Joffrey's coffee. It's called Mission to Space or Mission to Mars or something.
I think it's Mission to Space, but I think I told the guy Mission to Mars.
Yeah, I think we ended up ordering it as Mission to Mars. But
He knew what I wanted.
and then another good coffee that we like at Disney Springs is at Gideon's. It's a peanut butter cold brew, but you have to be in the mood to either wait through the virtual queue or hope that they don't have a long line, because it's usually like, if it's a virtual queue, you're waiting like over an hour.
Yeah.
If it's just a standby queue, you're waiting like up to an hour, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. Like, time value of money for yourself, it's not worth it unless
Yeah.
you get there early.
Yeah.
And definitely on a Sunday, and we didn't get there till like 3:30.
Yeah.
I didn't go ask, but I bet.
It was on I saw the lady
Oh.
taking names. It was on a virtual queue today when we got there, but
And it's Super Bowl Sunday at that point. So.
yeah. But if you are here on vacation and you want to try their cookies and coffee, like, just try to get there sooner rather than later.
But I
Or-
still like Joffrey's better than Gideon's coffee.
Yeah.
So.
It was yummy. There's the bungalows.
Can't see the monorail, but it's going by.
Love all the greenery. Here's the beachfront that at night most people watch fireworks from if they're staying here. And then the tower over there
DVC
is
tower.
the new DVC tower that they're building. That most of the Floridians don't like because they think it's tacky and doesn't blend in with the current theming that they have here.
I'm one of those.
Jack says he's one of those if you didn't hear him. And then you can take like boats over to the Grand Floridian, Magic Kingdom if you're staying here. Very nice.
Should I actually?
And the sun has set. And now you can see all the tiki torches lit. You can semi-see Tron
Just turned
and
orange.
Space Mountain in the distance.
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
That's the way Mickey said it when they introduced Space Mountain back in 1971.
Space Mountain.
We just finished up Dole Whip. And your thoughts?
I loved the raspberry. It was really good. I think orange is still my favorite, but then that's definitely second.
Pumpkin would be it for me. I really like the pumpkin one, but that's it in the fall. But this raspberry one's really good. I would definitely probably get it with the vanilla ice cream next time. And
Do like a raspberry vanilla swirl.
what it reminded me of is, do you remember the Flintstone push pops? They used to get orange and raspberry. That's what it reminded me of. Super good, super tart, especially a good treat during kind of this Valentine's Day time.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like about it is it kind of left like an artificial flavor in my mouth afterwards, but I ate it so fast that it was still really good. But I'm glad we tried it. We're trying to try all the different Dole Whips. We've tried
Yeah.
the orange. We've tried pumpkin. We've tried some other ones with my parents, but I don't remember which flavors
They were like, one was like cheesecake, I think, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
one of them. All I remember is one of them tasted like perfume. And
Yeah,
it was not very,
one was really nasty.
Yeah, but
I think one was cheesecake, and I don't think I liked that one either.
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
and it's nice that you can come to the resorts and try some of the Dole Whips. I know that you can go like Port Orleans also has some different Dole Whips. You can go to Disney Springs and get some of the Dole Whips. So it's nice that some of the resorts and also Disney Springs has Dole Whips. But that's going to do it for us here at the Polynesian. And we'll see you around like a donut.